going on, Langlia? Yo, come on. Glad y'all can make it. If you guys don't want to use your mics, you can use the AS chat. That'll work. Because I don't think you guys have mic access in here. I'll be able to see you guys from my tablet. You guys been doing okay? Oh, got over an episode of self-worthlessness. What the fuck, man? What's going on? Is that like a normal thing for you, Langlia? What happened to trigger it? Anything in particular? Just your parents, skin? I tell you what, I'm gonna start off on the ground over here. Just this way we can get any questions out of the way if you guys have them. Oh, right. You were talking about your grades the other day. So it's the assignments themselves, not any tests or anything. Mandarin, hey, that is a difficult language. Let's lower this so you guys are here with me. I mean, at least you got the chance to choose a foreign language. I didn't. When I went to high school, because of my ADHD, had to go through special ed. So I didn't get to choose. If I wanted to take a foreign language, I had to pay for a course outside school. Yeah, it's not easy. I'm glad they're changing that now. No, 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 no. I started learning multiple languages as a means of communicating with friends all over the world. Sometimes English doesn't come across too well, so understanding things in French, Japanese, Chinese, and Spanish tend to really help. Now, I'm not fluent in any of that, but I know enough to get around. I ended up eating my dinner a little later than usual, so I'm just kind of chilling out a little, letting it settle before I get started back there. As I don't want to be throwing up right in front of you guys. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure you felt that, didn't you? Yeah, it definitely can. Um, I'm sure Pool understands that one pretty well. That's a lesson we end up learning when we're doing bodybuilding, not to eat like right before it. We wait until after, or at least an hour and a half before. In my case, I usually eat like 6:30 and I let it settle for a couple of hours. Then I hit my workout. You don't? What's your diet look like generally? Are you doing intermittent fasting? Are you doing keto? Anything like that? Okay. Well, I mean, at least hydration's not an issue. For a lot of people, hydration's a big issue. They can't get enough water. Or they just are so turned off by the fact that water is flavorless they won't drink it. So they end up going off of soda and sugar filled juices and shit. See, I'm lucky. Let me show you this jug, man. That's my water for the day. And I don't drink tap water. I don't drink filtered. I have a natural spring right nearby. It's about 25, 30 minutes away. And I take these huge 5 gallon jugs and I just fill three of them with natural spring water. And that's all I drink. I wonder if anyone else is going to join. I told Tactus he should probably join in so he can talk to you guys more, connect with you guys on a better level. I should probably tag him and see if he'll hop in. Langlia, what's your diet looking like? Okay, what is it? Okay. Does your diet consist mostly of meat, or is it mostly fast food? Because sometimes where you're getting your meat kind of matters. Mostly veggies? Okay. That's not inherently bad, but you're gonna lack a lot of protein if it's just mostly vegetables. So, if you have like a summer job or something, try to secure yourself a good source of meat if you're not a vegetarian or vegan, and try to supplement your diet with that. Or, if you can, get yourself whey protein as well. There's there's a couple of good ones. There's Whey Isolate and then there's regular Whey. I would argue that Isolate would probably do you well. Couple of Whey Isolate shakes a day, and hey, you're gonna be building muscle like crazy if you do the workouts. I'm guessing a fast food job. At a science music, that's not too bad. Get your foot in the door over there, and if you get yourself a degree in something that they're interested in, you get better employment opportunities. Probably not. Is there a reason why your parents want you only to apply for that one job, or is it just them saying, "Hey, we want you to go for science, go do science"? I know some parents are like that. Bullshit. Bull. I'm calling BS right there, man. So every single job out there, if you're ending up dealing with customers, you're learning customer service, you're learning how to man a cash register, you're learning how to deal with sales in a lot of places, and organization. Hell, if you're given an opportunity to supervise, you're going to be doing stock, you're going to be doing organizing of the inventory, you're going to be making sure orders are done right. There's plenty of stuff that you can learn out there. Hey, what's going on, Sky?
All doing good, doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right.
Nice.
We're kind of chilling before I get started. I ate a little later than usual, so I'm just kind of letting it settle down before I get started out here.
Okay, stylish.
Yeah, Pool's right. Cashier jobs can reinforce basic math skills. Not only that, if you learn how to count change correctly, every fucking place wants you. Because if you can put out as few coins as possible, you're saving them money.
What?
Uh,
Not
inside
understand.
inside the AS chat, these two are talking to me.
Okay.
Uh, if it's an entry level position, you don't really need much. It's entry level for a reason. Just throw your application in the hat. They might say, hey, these guys over here are overqualified. We want someone that we can train ourselves. You're never going to know until you get your foot in the door. I've already gone and cleaned the training area. I know, I know, Sky, you asked what Steel Axiom is, so I'm gonna try to explain this. Steel Axiom is a fitness regimen that we're testing, and it's built off of the theories of Eugene Sandow, the grandfather of bodybuilding. He theorized that if you create a mind-muscle connection, like to your biceps, you can influence how those muscles grow and react when you're working out. So, by applying his theories to a workout regimen, we should be able to prove them as fact. And at the same time, everyone is able to build a better body. Some people are still total beginners in the fitness area. And so this also teaches them how to properly work out. And then we have people who are well experienced in it, like Poole. And what that does for him is it helps get that mind muscle connection to make the workouts he does easier. And he's already put up a kind of report for his first week where he's already starting to notice results. I'm going to read this out so everyone can hear it. Um, Poole said, the first thing I've noticed after combining the system with the training I've been previously using, I saw a definite increase in fast twitch muscle growth noticed during jiu-jitsu training, making more explosive movements quicker. Second thing, I've seen more muscle definition on my arms and abs. I've used the mind-muscle connection theory while training core. Still don't have a four-pack yet, but that's more of a diet thing. I could fix that for you. Third, I've noticed that the time it takes for me to consciously think about flexing a muscle and then flexing it has become faster. I want to say maybe like 2 seconds. Body shots have never not affected me before. Fourth and final thing that Poole's noticed is that he can feel more muscles than he was previously able to. And that's right in line with Eugene Sandow's system. He has something like 18 letters that are published in his books of people who have literally just started using his system mid-workout and achieved extraordinary results. They have before and after photos of all of it. We're still in our first week. I'm on, I think it's day 5. Let me be like, sure. Yeah, I think it's night 5. Nope, night 6. So part of the theory states that if you increase the number of reps you're doing every single day, you should be able to build a better mind muscle connection over time. So, for instance, inside the literature that's provided in the documents, I pointed out that you start off with 25s and 10s for your reps. But if you increase it by 5, 2, or 1 every single day, you can start reaching some of the high repetition exercises within a week. I'm already at 45 where 25 should be a thing, and 28 for the mid reps. That means that tonight I don't feel fatigued or anything, so I'm gonna be going for 50 where 25 is concerned, and I'm gonna try and push for 32 for the mid. Does anyone have any questions so far? Okay. Pool, do you have anything to add? Because I know you've been testing the system out with your own workouts. Has there been anything new since yesterday? Okay. I remember you mentioned that you kept imagining something like a resistance band, and it's been kind of slowing you down too. Okay, so when I initially taught you guys in the literature how to do it, that 50-pound weight idea, that's just there so this way you can feel a weight there when you're not holding something. So instead of imagining as much weight or resistance as possible, just allow the weight that you're already holding to be the resistance you need. Because if you go and start imagining heavy ass weight, that's going to stop you from being able to even lift your arms. Like heavy little light bucket like this, not even heavy, this can turn into 50 pounds if you imagine it that way. So all you're supposed to be doing is flexing the individual muscle that you're working. So for instance, for your curls and crucifix curls, you're trying to flex the bicep itself. When you're doing reverse curls, you're trying to flex the forearm. The main idea is just to get these taut to the point where you're able to feel them flex, and that helps provide the resistance you need. The weight here stays the same. Don't worry about adding anything else. If you start adding a bunch of resistance in your head, this starts becoming hard to lift. As you can see, it's pushing down for me. And that's just it's the opposite of what we're looking for. I gave the example of the heavy weight as a means of helping you establish that initial connection. Pull Punch is typing up a novel for us. Yeah, that's okay. Um, so one of my biggest weaknesses is core, and you'll notice it when I go to do the push-ups. I absolutely suck. So I sometimes when we get into the higher reps, I have to go down on my knees to actually do these push-ups because my core is a little weaker than it should be. But I am noticing that's getting stronger as well. Yeah, it works. It's referred to as a beginner push-up because it helps you develop the core strength you need. But the workout wants you to do full push-ups. Now, I don't have a partner to hold my feet, and I don't have enough heavy weight to hold them down. So the part of the workout that calls for full sit-ups, I have to do ab crunches instead because I just don't have someone to hold my legs down. And the stuff behind me just isn't heavy enough. Once we start upping the weight past 10 pounds to 15 and stuff, I'll just be able to put the weight on my feet themselves, and that'll act as the thing that holds it down. So is it rashing from moisture, or are you noticing it after a fast movement? That's the question. Okay. Are you allowed to place fabric underneath the arm guards? Check with your coach or your sensei. Ask him if there's anything in the rules that forbids you from being able to put sleeves underneath it or even cotton. Anything to create a barrier between your skin and the rash guard itself. because if it is moving around a lot on you, that can rub a rash right into you. Yep, fool's right. And remember to clean those off. Even if it's just a little rash, those are micro cuts. Those things suck. And you're going to want to use, if you don't mind the pain, rubbing alcohol. If you mind pain, hydrogen peroxide. Make sure everything's clean, make sure your skin's clean, make sure your rash guard's clean, and make sure whatever you decide to put underneath that rash guard from here on out is washed, or if it's gauze, sterile. I'm gonna tag Cactus and see if he will hop in here. Yeah, if he'll join in, this gives him an opportunity to communicate with the members more and gives him a chance to learn something new as well. Because he read the documentation I gave and he likes the theory. I don't know if he's testing it himself yet. It's been about 30 minutes. Um, Wing Chun is a good way to start. It's easy to learn, and as long as you have a sparring partner, you can learn the push hands very easily. But remember that traditional Wing Chun is still kind of weak. For its time, it was revolutionary. For modern times, you might want to combine it with something else too. You're going to get a lot of people who are going to agree and disagree with what I said there. And that's okay. Some people see Wing Chun as something that's just supplemental. Some have figured out that it's good as a main, but what matters right now is what your goals are and what you want to do. Well, Wing Chun does have striking, so Judo and Wing Chun as a combination would work. Well, yes and no. So I'm just gonna correct something there for you, Longlia. So Wing Chun schools do spar, but they mostly focus on the push hands part of the whole thing. They they teach through forms, and because of how dangerous Wing Chun was back in the old days, they wouldn't allow sparring between two people unless they had full gear. They do have wooden training dummies that they allow you to strike in order to build up your ability to actually hit. A fucking fly flew into my ear earlier today, and it just feels weird now. I think I'm gonna get started on the actual workout itself. I don't want to be sitting out here all night. Um, in case people are wondering, usually the full body workout for this only lasts about 20 minutes, at least during the first week. Yeah. Just gonna get this up here real quick. Test and see if you guys can actually see me properly. There's a fucking wasp on the fucking. Where'd it go? Fucking hate wasps. Why do they think that? You got anger issues or something, man? Ah, gotcha. Real quick, can everybody hear me okay over there? Or do I need to bring this camera closer?
We can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that the earbuds are actually catching things. Alright, just gonna shift you guys over a bit. So, I take it, Sky, you haven't been here to get started, have you?
What was the question?
Yeah, I was asking that, do you ever get a chance to start the exercise regimen?
Well, I just I just kind of got here, so I don't really know what it's all about. But
Okay.
is it like a training routine?
So it's a fitness routine. It's designed to help build up your muscles, get you stronger, get you into conditioned shape for martial arts. Um, I mentioned Eugene Sandow earlier, but after he developed the routine, he started going on to do strongman feats to prove that his method worked. Some of those feats included carrying a horse on his shoulders, holding a Model T on a platform on his abs while doing a crab walk, holding a platform up with a grand piano while a musician was playing. There's a ton of them, breaking chains. One of his students, Alexander Zast, did all the same things, but he had the added feat of bending iron bars to get out of prison. But the whole routine is just there to get you stronger. Yeah, parents are definitely concerned about anger issues, especially between the ages of 14 and 21. They get real concerned about that in guys because that's when our testosterone is just up there. It's going. I mean, yeah, if they left you alone, you'd probably feel better, but in the long run, you just gotta remember that they're trying to look out for you. Whether or not that's annoying, that's another story. I mean, I'm a father myself. I've got a daughter, and I'd be doing the same damn thing for her. If I was really that worried and concerned about how she was turning out, I'd be right on her ass too, even if she hated me. That's just parenthood for you. Yeah, that's right. You guys are getting some Coach Evo lore. Alright. So because Sky is first seeing this for the first time, I'm assuming he hasn't seen the videos from YouTube yet. But I always start with a warm up doing Tai Chi. It's just Tai Chi works well for getting your muscles, getting them loose, getting your balance going, getting your heart rate up, and at the same time, getting you locked in. It turns your workout into a meditation. So I'm just getting started there. You guys can feel free to talk amongst yourselves what you like. that already feels better. It depends on the country, Langlia. In some countries, 18 is not adult yet. In some, it's earlier. Just so Sky can see, we generally start off with a low weight. This one's a 5 pound. Most people, if they're completely beginners with workouts, we tell them to start with 2.5 to start. But I'm already used to doing workouts. I just started with 5. And Poole, he's not even doing the regimen. He's just applying theory to his. And so he's using whatever way he wants.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 18 is in most places the case, but in some countries they don't reach adulthood until they're legally able to drink. And in a lot of countries that's not until 21. I know in some countries like Japan they can drink certain liquors at 16, but they can't drink hard liquor until they're something like 23. So with it being night 6, I'm gonna go for 50 curls instead of the 25. That's 5 more from yesterday, and it should be stopping right around the time where you start feeling burning. So there won't be any delayed onset muscle soreness tomorrow from it, hopefully. But I think after night 7, we start talking about the need for a cool bath from time to time because that helps reset your muscles some and get you ready for the next workout that you have to do. Yeah, you start small, and then on day 15, you up the weight by 5. 26 so far. 45, and that's 50. I don't feel any burning. I am counting consecutively. So 1, 2. Now, if you were to look at Eugene Sandow's System of Physical Training, the book, they say 50 each. But I'm not trying to kill you guys. Langley, why did you choose wrestling? Next is reverse curls. Again, 50. 15 so far. 30. 40. 50. Let's see here. Alright. Normally, crucifix curls are 10 apiece, so that's 20 in total. What do you think, guys? Should I go for the 45 on that one? Or do you think that I should just aim for 43? 45? Yeah. And then the simultaneous is just 10 simultaneous normally. I'm going to go for 38 on that one. See, crucifix curls are a little interesting because the way that they're taught that you're supposed to do them is when your hand comes up, you're supposed to look the opposite direction. But you really don't have to. You can literally just stare straight ahead and knock them out. All right, let's knock these out. Go for the 45. Let's see here. That means shit, I gotta do 90 in total. God damn. Boy, you trying to kill me. Something happens, I blame you. Ten so far. 20. 30. There goes Sky. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. I mean, if those hybrids work for you, do it. But keep in mind, those hybrids may actually cause bad form instead of good. Videotape yourself and just make sure you're hitting the right muscles. Alright, now simultaneous crucifix. That's going to be 38. Eight, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 32, 36, 37, and that's 38. I'll get up close so you can see it. So you're going to be holding them like this, and when you go to curl, all you're doing is just bringing it up like so. This is the muscle, your forearm, that should be activating. That's the one you should be focused on. So you're literally doing this. No problem. Alright, I gotta do 38 flies and 38 reverse flies. Ugh. Need my arms and rest for a moment before I get that going. Get some water in my system. So, humidity level out here is getting higher. I'm already starting to sweat. We got storms rolling in over the weekend. What's the weather like in your areas, guys? Snow? You far up North Pole? Damn, both of you. Ah, good old Canada. And New York? Excellent. I guess I had to stop blaming Canada for all the things that happened. So, out of the whole regimen, what is the most difficult exercise for you guys? Because for me, it's the push-ups. V-ups. Oh, because you don't have anyone to do the crunches with, so you're doing V-ups instead? Okay. That's a good supplement. When I was in the army, when they were smoking the shit out of us, that was their exercise of choice because it really affected this. Hurt like a bitch. RDLs, okay. Yeah, that could definitely suck. Langley, are you used to working out, or are you like a beginner still? Is outside of wrestling, workouts kind of change sometimes. Okay, so pool, something that you should probably try out. That Tai Chi form I just did, where you pull the bow, all that, that flexes your back muscles. And if you really flex them, get them all nice and taut, that should help you with those RDLs. And I'm going to do it in your direction, but when you have the bow, you come in, you twist your wrists, and then you begin to pull. Notice how my back is flexed together. Yeah, I mean, it gets those too. So don't skip those, Langley. You're going to need those. So it's not only just these that are getting flexed, all of this down here is being flexed with it. Well, to answer your question, Langlia, take something that is really light Like I'm going to take this can, pick up something in your room that's really light right now, and just hold your arm out. Try to keep it right where it is. That's going to answer your question as to whether it's just bicep. If you feel like it, just go ahead and twist it. So this way you're sitting there trying to hold it up. You're going to notice your whole arm starts getting heavier. Not just the object that's in it, your entire arm feels heavy. And you're going to start struggling to keep it up. I had to do this with a 9-pound rifle as a punishment. And that's how I figured out when you're doing crucifix, it's affecting not only this and this, it's affecting here, and it's also affecting your upper back. So those crucifix, that's more than just a flex movement. That's literally a workout for your entire upper body, including your chest, if you think about it. So I would not skip those. In fact, you're still on day 3. If you're worried about reps, do what feels natural. Where you feel a burn start, that's the perfect number. And if you're reaching failure, for instance, if for some reason I'm stuck up here and I can't extend my arm outwards, I'm not going to just drop the weight and be done with it. I'm going to keep pushing until that moves. If you can go beyond failure, even just by 1, that's an improvement. And some people, they don't go beyond failure. They wait until it fails and then they're done. And that's okay too. But I would like to see you try to push it. All right. I got to do flies and reverse flies. That means I need to do. So with flies yesterday, I got to 38. I'm going to go for 40 because I feel like those areas are actually difficult for me right now. And 40 should be the right number. If by 40 I don't feel a burn, I'm just going to keep going until I go to 45. Ten, 16, 2, 3, 26, 27, 8, 31, 2, 3, 4, 35. I'm already starting to feel the burn. 8, 39, 40. It looks like me choosing to do 2 was perfect because that burn was starting at 40 for me today. Do the movement. Do it nice and slow with some weight. You'll start to feel it not only in your biceps, but you'll also feel it in your shoulders too. Oh, hey, you're right. No, you're right. Made a typo. I'll fix that. I didn't look at the exercises underneath it. Good catch. So, for flies, you're starting off slightly bent here, but when you pull them back, you keep them bent because if you try to go straight arm, that just overextends. Keep it slightly bent. If I bend like this, you'll see it. Keep it at that level. If you want to try it straight and see how it feels, I notice it doesn't really get all that comfortable. Usually your arms only straighten out like that on a machine. Yeah, you are right. It's also a chest exercise, but it also works the back, especially if you're doing a reverse fly, and the shoulders. Okay, so where regular flies start up in front of you here, and then you're pulling back, instead you're starting back here and pushing in. You're trying to get, if it was a machine, there'd be resistance pulling your arms away from you. You're trying to get those to meet in the middle, or at least as close as you can get. Some guys are too big and so they can't really get down to the very middle. Yes, reverse flies are great. They feel good. They feel really good. So reverse flies, they really work those upper back muscles pretty well, but you feel everything in your arms. Well, that's kind of because you're still a beginner, Langley. You haven't learned to enjoy it yet. Everything sucks right now because these are like the first real exercises you're doing. And so you're probably coming out sore as fuck right now. Take that cool bath or that cool shower and you'll come out feeling better. All right. I'm gonna try and get these reverse flies done now. I'm already feeling it. Oh my God. All right. Try to get to 40. 5, 10, 20, 31, 4, 5, 9, 40. Oh, oh, that feels great. Yeah, try increasing it by 5. If you can't reach 5, at least go to 3. Well, yeah, they're gonna feel awful in the moment. You're really not used to these type of workouts yet, man. It's okay though. We all know your pain. We all started there. I'm sure Poole felt that when he started too. I've already got sweat rolling down my chest right now. Let's see here. Okay, so the lat pull down. So I usually combine it with two different things here. So I usually do both the machine version of it, pulling down this way, and I also do behind the head version as well. Yeah, calisthenics, there's a rough. The whole dragon flag thing, that was thanks to calisthenics. And I can still do them. Alright, let's see here. With it being a pull down, I'm going to separate both of them out. I'm going to try and do 40 of each. I'm going to see how this goes. I'll start with the in front one. And I'm just going to add a bit of a V here. Water first. Throat's already dry, man. Shit. That's 10. That's 20. You'll see those in a minute. Let me finish this one. Seven, 30, 31, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 44, 45. I didn't feel much of a burn until I got to 45 that time. I'm going to go ahead and do the one behind my head too. I'm pretty sure I'll reach 45 on that as well, because it's much lower weight than, doing both weights at one time. I can't grab both weights behind my head like I'm supposed to. So I need to pick myself up a 10-pound weight at some point. Crap, my foot keeps on cramping. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 43, 4, 45, 45. I'm going to show you without weights because I'm about to have to do those. So I don't want to gas myself out on it. So a trap raise. You have your weights in your hand, your palms face down. A trap raise starts down here, and it's literally just raising the weight in front of you. It's literally just that. And lat twist, put your hands out like so, curl your hands as if you're holding your weights, and just start twisting. So this is 1, 2, 3. Now if you really want to fucking challenge, do it slowly. Yeah, because those come right after. So again, I'm going to aim for 40. If I don't feel a burn, I'll go for 45. I got every freaking joint popping right now. I don't know if you guys have been hearing it at all, but I've had my back pop already, my knees crack, my elbows crack. It's been funny. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 45. Feels good. Yeah, you're an hour behind me, fool. Langlia, you are going to hate wrist twists because you have to do them forward and back. And you're an hour ahead of me. Yeah, I'm central. I'm currently located in Atmore, Alabama in the USA. Hence the high ass humidity and weird ass weather. It was freezing last week. Alright, let's get these lat twists out of the way. Again, aiming for 40. If there's no burn, I go for 45, just like last time. And this is just like that exercise I told you about, Langlia, where you have to hold something out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 30, 31, 2, 3, 34, 5, 6, 37, 8, 9, 40. God, fuck. That is difficult. Yeah, cold ass wind in the face is not fun either. Alright, I just want to make sure that you're doing this right for the wrist twists. You need to be holding your weight right here if you're using a weight, and you're rolling it forward and rolling it back. It's definitely difficult, but it's better than, doing this, because then you can't really count what's happening. This extends the weight around and gives you an actual workout. And it sucks, but you gotta do it. And I like to do forward and back at the same time, so this way you get full range of motion, but at the same time, it's that same movement of holding something out. I'm giving my arms a rest before I do this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Frick. Oh, that's right. You got school tomorrow, don't you, Langlia? No? I'm surprised. You have school on Saturday? Oh, alright, Paul. You take it easy, man. Thanks for coming. I'll have a recording of this on YouTube for you if you want to watch it back. Oh, okay. And yeah, you guys can't be there for that. Alright. Probably the easiest of all these chest exercises. Strikes. So, I didn't include them in the videos last time, but strike is literally just punching. The only difference is you're not stepping forward with the opposite foot. You're stepping forward with the same foot. So this way you have that resistance that you have to balance through. We already did the lat pull downs. All that's left is strikes and push-ups. Remember, I moved those up. I did the Lat pull down's this way, and then the one right behind my head. Yep. Nothing's stopping you from rearranging your workout. If certain things feel better to go together, like push-ups, I like to start that last because all the ground shit happens in those last stuff. Alright. I'm gonna go for 40 strikes. If I don't feel burn, then I will go for 45, just like last time. Twenty. Thirty. 31. 40. That feels good. Trying to stay warm. Of course, my asthma would start right now. Like I said before, full push-ups for me kind of suck too. You and I both understand that one. Push-ups are fucking hard as hell. If it's just a few full ones, I just knock it out right now. I'm gonna have to use the fucking pad and do it on the knees. Because I don't have all the core strength yet. Alright. The goal for push-ups for me today, 15. Ugh. So, even without the mind-muscle connection thing, I have problems with push-ups. And I had problems all the way in the fucking military with push-ups. It's because my chest and core are underdeveloped. I'll show you. Like, this, that should be more developed than it is. And this lacks muscle. How you can tell? You take 3 fingers and you start jabbing. If it feels doughy, your muscles aren't there. Even when I'm hardening it. Too doughy. I haven't developed it right. You think you're gonna stick it out for the last bits? These are fast as fuck. Maybe. We already knocked out the push-ups. We just have leg raises and I do crunches instead of sit-ups, double leg raise, and then the squats and side bends. Side bend is like the easiest thing in the world. You can do it fast as fuck if you wanted to. It's literally just doing this with your weights. Okay, yeah, knock those out. Man, after all this exercise, you're gonna be sleeping like a king. I'm gonna wait for you to finish those. Step off camera a minute. Give me a second. All that water got to me. Hey, you knocked out 20. That's better than I did. Okay, so you got 40 in today. That's a lot better than me. Good work. How you feeling? You feel like you can complete the rest of it? It's all gonna happen quick. Alright. So are you using regular weights or are you using like a backpack or something? Okay. So 3 pound dumbbell, that's fine. So for the legs, we're gonna do leg raises. I wanna reach 45s. And what's 10 each? So that's 90 in total. Oh shit. You're gonna be starting getting finished before I do. But my recommendation when you get started, hold the dumbbell right here or back up here against the floor. So this way it weighs you down when you're doing your exercises. Fuck. It's always this one where I have to pause for a minute because that burn gets in the way. 79, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 90, finally. Ugh. You don't really need a mat. As long as your floor is clean, you should still be able to do it. Now, if you got like tile or linoleum, you might feel that shit tomorrow, but nothing a hot shower won't fix. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna knock out the double leg raise real quick, and I might skip the crunches for now, so we can go and do the squats. So yesterday when I did double leg raise, I tried to aim for 38, and that was too much. I'm going to drop it down by 2 to 36 and see if I can hit that. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You can already see where my core issue is starting up. I'm at 15, halfway there. Seventeen, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. I usually end up having to stop and go for a few times before I get to it because of those core issues, but I don't give in until I reach the number. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I told you, this exercise regimen will gas you out, even though you're already used to things like this. So, I'm used to getting smoked to shit in the military, and this gasses me out. Alright. We're skipping crunches for the night. I don't want to overwork this myself. We got thigh squats, glute squats, and side bends left. You know the difference between the three? Or the two squats? Alright. Thigh squat, like the name implies, you're trying to flex the thigh muscles. These big guys, the hams. And in order to flex those, you're literally squatting while you're on the ball of your foot. Like, your ball is literally doing this, bouncing up and down in order to flex this. Glute squats, your feet are completely on the ground. The ball isn't up, it's all down. And then you're doing regular squats. Let's see. I was doing 18 thigh squats. No? 25 thigh squats, 18 glute squats. That's why. I'm going to raise it by 2. So 27, 20. Because today, this humidity is killing me. Shit. Ten. 15. Fuck. You can start really feeling that in your legs. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Fuck. Damn. Ooh, that burned. Now I just gotta do 20 regular squats. Instead of holding your arms out like this, bring them in. Hold them against your core. Yeah, they are. Because you have to do this in order to flex the whole thing. Well, the reason why is because if you do the harder thing more, you improve more. And considering you're doing glute squats right after thigh, you're gonna feel it still. I only have to do 20. 5. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fuck. Freaking hell. I gotta do 40 side bends. Military-induced asthma sucks. Alright, side bends are real easy. So, you're holding your weights at your sides. So, they should be in seam with your trousers here. What you do is, one side comes down, the other side comes up. That's 1, 2. Keep it right in that seam of your trousers the whole time. If you need a guide, use your thumb and pointer to pinch the seam. Now mine is, gas chamber can cause some issues with your lungs sometimes. Not everyone gets it, but I do. Yeah. So the U.S. Army, the Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force are all required to put you into a tear gas chamber for training. You're given a mask and taught how to use it, and then taught to trust it. Then, when you're already used to the mask, they tell everybody, take it off. So you have to take your mask off, take a deep breath, and you've got tear gas in the fucking chamber. So they make you run around, they make you scream the Soldier's Creed, say the national anthem, sing the Army, Navy, Marine, or Air Force song, depending on what branch you're in. Then they make you do push-ups and jumping jacks and everything in there. And then you gotta reach out, grab your battle buddy's back, and then everyone files out. You got snot running down your face, you're coughing up a storm. If your family has a history of asthma, you develop it later after military. It's the downside, but I mean, hundreds of people get through it just fine. Like I've seen people who look like the nerdiest motherfuckers in the world. They'll go in there, cough up a storm, and leave. But I've also met guys who've come in there who look like total dumb fucks, and they won't be affected by the tear gas at all. Like I looked over 2 rows down, and there's just one guy on my entire platoon who was not affected. Hey, let's get these out of the way so we can go bed. I gotta do 40 of these. 15. 35. I just did 45. Fuck. That's the entire regimen knocked out minus the crunches. How you feeling? Yeah? Get you some water? Like, get a lot of water, man. You're gonna need it. Tomorrow, after school, or if you get up early enough beforehand, get you a warm shower. It'll help. Um, Cold shower helps with delayed onset muscle soreness, but hot shower helps deal with all that tired, lethargic feeling your muscles get. Now, that thing right there, that bench, that thing heavy as fuck, and I'm about to have to move it back into place. Take it easy, man. That night 6 is out of the way. I'm tired as fuck. My asthma's kicked my ass. Feeling good. Over an hour